Do you see how many Indian friends you have here? This community. We are all gathered in your support. Welcome, my challenging wife. You do different things to the rest of those of our pod. You light the fourth ray, the medicine ray for the Native American Indians. You always have, and you always will. This is why COCHISE is your friend, whatever remain. He is true. He is one true solar sun. We admire him greatly, as you have yet to discover, as your long-time doorkeeper and friend of the spirit. He was once your mother's heart. You knew not of his incarnation in that time. He came as her sole protector in life, and has ever remained this. You learn this as time goes on. Forth into the never-known future of all men. Apache, more than you think. The many incarnations of his. He is dear and sweet, genuinely true, honest to the core, widely admired in the stars, and we salute him much in the Godhead of life, as you have done upon this earth. Your lifelong respect of him, as you came to know him. And this time around, an incarnation of your own. He watches as I speak. I am his friend. Once his son through that life. I work with him much. I come not to much. But you have earned this right. In my neighbourhood of friends, which I trust will be with in this time. Especially when this world is so disrupted, and not of our way with the spirit, as it was so permanently in the beyond, back in time, so long gone now. To our sense of knowing of this planet, but all was one. All was kind, all was true, and honourable to be with. In wisdom of the stars, beauty beyond sweetness, glory which is the Great Spirit, in all things that we touch, and see, and feel, and beautify with our being, her being respect with all life. And what was, and now no more in so much. It has been felt and horrified to our senses. It cannot happen. But here it is. It is. We cannot comprehend such horror to our world. How man can do such stuff. Desecrate what is so sacred. Beyond our worlds of comprehension. In agony of all planes with the divine. that we knew of as our friends. And you too, my sweet, for we have lived much in the oneness of communion for centuries. Now look at it. Floods, storming and starvation. The planet rolling in some kinds off its axis. In turbulence. Cold where it should be warm. Sweet, it has become sour. All vibrationally distorted, but not of our doing of the spirit. It's of the unkindness of humanity, uncaring, and selfish behaviour of men in certain quarters that should be kind, loving, and true to the communities in which they serve, as leaders of such. And they plot war and death, future termination. It is not right. We cannot approve this in our higher ones of knowing. This is my time to shine. I have not spoken through you in this respect, as you will learn when you play this back through John's device in this house for the light of Christ. With this I can attach, for it is on the path to my doing, and I did long ago, to walk with the Spirit, full well in my heart, and in my whole existence, my whole being. My divine oneness with Christ, as you call him. But we know another name, for my Apache people. What a mess this world is. So divine, and yet soul destroyed. Through ignorance, war, famine, abuse, light desecration. And horror is enemies. We kind can, will allow. But the people shut us out. We do our best. We commune. But where are they? Where have they gone? The communities of our life. They are programmed to not receive our kind teachings, our sanctity, our eternal teachings of the one of all life that serves all men. Where are they? Where have they gone wrong? We oppose not. We search. We call. We hope. We kind are. Yet they come not to our domain. For ill pursuit of computers, violence of games, knives and warfare. We did to kill for food in those desert types of domain where we lived, with the bucks and the elk, and that would feed an entire village and their entrail was wasted. The prayers were said before and after its life were taken for slaughter, and in desperation of other kinder means of food. We could gather in the winter months. It was not our way to kill. It never has been. But the white man brought that to us. And we hated every day forth. We were made to discern our lives or theirs in that situation in which we were thrust against our will in our land of peace. I was a wise man not in much. He tried to make peace much, but the white man would not listen. It was kinder to shoot us than to hear us was in their heads. We could not understand this. We were a peaceful people. We remain this. We never will in my name of COCHISE. Chief of the CHIRICAHUA. As we were named in sometimes by men of the whites and beyond. Comanche such knew us, and other tribes of our neighbours. Much warfare happened with the whites. Now look what they have done. With their domination of our peace, the disregard of our teachings, what we said, our honour, and our right to exist. We lead in the paths of peace we ever have, and only defended ourselves where necessary. We are not an attacking people. We are the love of Christ, as you name him, the ever-reverent Great Spirit, the universal law of life, one with all with one. We speak in our hearts to the soul of life, the Christ within, the Christ that dominates the entire teaching of the world, and all worlds of the stars at which we gaze and stare at their beauty and listen to their songs as they revolve and twinkle in our night sky. You stare at traffic in a fog of unknowing. Not those that remain in this room, let me add. The wise, with the true of heart. I speak of the rest, the contaminated, the congested, the confused, the misled, the arrogant, the egotistical, and the downright insane that lead this world into death pursuits, concerning from where we look in all directions, not knowing for what is truth in your language. I keep slipping into mine. Forgive me. My thinking is not in this language. I must convert it more to practice and come again. It has been a pleasure to greet you, to come forth this time. I honour you all, each one. You are good. CHIRICAHUA, in my sense of training. But you can still shine more in our way of life. And knowing where the spirit comes from, how to commune, how to fine-tune your being to receive the communications in so many different senses of your existence. You are just beginners in our sense. For we have done this for millions of years amongst my nation. So we travel as a community, a people, continue our practice in the advancement and our development of Christ. The heavenly realms, the worlds beyond. It must improve now and rapidly, or else this world is terminated. It is off balance and starting to threaten other worlds, and has done for some time. We watch with care and concern. So please pray for your world, for its eternal good, in our way, with the Native American Indians, and of the Apache, and of our friends, the true brothers, of the light, the walk the brick road of peace, love, wisdom and power, as we have always been taught, and find oneness with all. We salute you for coming. We pass the peace pipe to each one. Take a smoke, my brothers. It is filled for your blessing. As I pass it round, insistent to the stars, breathe deeply of its peace. You need it to continue with what comes. We will support you where we can. It's so nice to come through and speak in my own language, translated into yours, granted. For my words are wise, if a bit fearful of coming through in this time, the state your planet is now in. If I had made it, and I am grateful. God's peace, be upon the head and the heart, and the pipe, with the sacred circle, in my name, and the great white spirit, for the universes. That we all link with one level or another, in this holy life of blood. My gathering has grown. They have come to listen to the words of their chief. If you can see them, they wish you well. And wish you Godspeed to develop your gifts as fast as you are able, myself included in this. So well done for achieving what you have. It is a start, and much can be done in our name. We have always lived wisely. We always will. We are one piece people, loved by the commune of the Spirit, and us of them. So go with Christ. Go with his heart in your chest, as he will carry you through the war, the intent of some men to wipe out this planet and their madness of death, as your government has set its heart to do. But much of this world, it is not alone in its antics as we watch. It is quite desperate to pursue its pursuits, as you say. And we will block where we can to protect all that is sacred. My braves are renowned for their hunting skills, to track what is wrong, what is dangerous, what can decimate our mother. For we love her to death, and never have. We will ever protect her well-being. In our name, the one brotherhood of love, universal. And Yahweh is true in him. You are Christ divine, the source of all our being in the beginning. To depart you with my love, and all my braves support you. And you come together with, and to thank you for this time of oneness, in peace, our pipe to share, in this circle of life, this growing circle of love, in our way, of wisdom and truth, integrity and honesty, courage of the spirit to speak where it is heard, and made known new recruits to our teaching of light. And the power is blessed by the one in the heart of all that is. The beauty beyond knowing, beyond description, beyond explanation, that heals all hearts, understands all that he has made, and protects with his wings the eternity and the sanity of light in all dimensions of existence that will ever remain, with or without the beings within it, as they discern to come or not. The time is close to being disrupted, too close for our liking, and we gathered in much as the last resort, and their final return home. We gather you with you are one of our band. And we adore more numbers coming in, of all colours and all shades, all truths and all light, all wisdom, from healing techniques and sweetness of the stars. So come in peace. We'll welcome you in to sing the approach in the way of Christ. The blessed Great Spirit, divine of all. and touch. Praise, glory, and honor to you, O source of light, love, peace, and wisdom, and power. Go home. Amen.